My name is Chris. I am an alcoholic, and I am proud to declare that. It's an extremely powerful statement, and although it took 20 some years for me to admit it out loud and to myself, I am so glad that I did. It has made my life so much better this past month. It's unbelievable. I cannot tell you how long I've been struggling with alcoholism. And I'm a pretty honest and open person to begin with, so if you know me, you know I'm a drinker. If you know me, you've probably drank with me. I've probably offered drinks to you, but I'm just fucking done with it. I don't want to deal with it anymore. So this is twofold. This segment is twofold. One, I want to put right out there. This is not a recruitment segment. My intention is not to trick people into going to Alcoholics Anonymous, although I will say I absolutely love and adore the program and it's working for me. I know it's not for everybody. So please don't please don't click this off because of that. Also, I am, however, I am going to say this though. I'm not trying to recruit, but if you are struggling, I'm hoping that this segment will give you that courage to step up and ask for help. Maybe it's not Alcoholics Anonymous, but find help. Because if I can do it, you can fucking do it. Anybody can do it. I'm nobody. So if I have the strength and fortitude to realize that my life is no longer manageable with alcohol, then I promise you can do it too. But also for those of you that are not alcoholics, which there's a lot of you out there, and you're lucky, I envy you, this might put some perspective on it. Because it's very, very easy to judge, criticize, and label people as alcoholics without really understanding. Like, I hate the whole, why can't you have two burrs without getting smashed? Like, it's not how it works for me. You know, I binge drink, so that first beer is going to lead to 2 beers, 3 beers, and eventually 12. Same with shots. You know, I don't just do one shot. One shot is 6 shots, 8 shots. So... and it's not just beer and liquor. It's everything. Wine. I love wine. I love mixed drinks. Yeah, drink whiskey, neat, anything, any of it. So it just was taking over. So like I said, this is not Alcoholics Anonymous. Come and join. This is what I'm doing. This is my journey. I'm 30 days sober. Got my chip, super proud, and I want to give that hope and inspiration to those of you that are listening to this that may need it. And for those of you, like I said, that don't need it, hopefully this will maybe explain things, clear some things up, and put things in perspective for you. And also, anytime I get a chip moving forward, I do want to add a new part to this sobriety journey. So this is part 1. I've already got my 24-hour chip, obviously, and I just got my 30-day chip. Next one, 60-day, 90-day, so on and so forth. So let's go back to Alcoholics Anonymous. So I got lucky with my chapter. So I've only been to one chapter or one group, and it's local. And they are fucking phenomenal. I absolutely adore and love these people. I've become very, very close to them in a month. I mean, in a short time, I definitely trust a lot of these people. I've had very, very personal, in-depth conversations with them. Some of them I've hung out with afterwards. You know, go grab a piece of pizza or a few cups of coffee at a local diner. And these people, they get it. You know, we're all on the same page. We all deal with the same struggles. And it's amazing being surrounded by that. Like, my support group is completely different now than it's ever been. And don't get me wrong, I have an amazing family who's always been supportive. But you just don't get it unless you have that problem. It'd be like if one of my friends was struggling with meth. And I'm trying to tell them how to stop doing meth, but I've never tried meth before, which I honestly haven't. So, I mean, I'm not going to get very far not knowing what that experience is like, what it looks like, feels like. So it's the same thing with alcoholism. You know, us alcoholics, we band together to destroy this problem. And it's a constant issue. I constantly think about drinking. You know, it's like smoking cigarettes. I quit smoking cigarettes years ago, but I constantly think about smoking cigarettes. It's the same thing. The difference is smoking cigarettes, I'm not going to get in a crash and kill somebody, in theory. or put behind bars. Again, in theory, because I'm sure there's somebody out there that's like, well, if you did this and that, and like, there's always going to be some fucking smart ass response to that could challenge and argue that. But I'm saying alcohol destroys lives very quickly. We know those people, and it's sad. It's good people too, mostly good people. So I decided to pull the trigger early before it was getting too out of control. I have a wonderful family, I have beautiful children, a great job, a lovely house. I don't want to lose all that, and that's all it takes is a bad night that can literally fuck everything over. So, but yeah, my group, local chapter, I didn't know what to expect going into it. And I was nervous. I was very, very scared, but I did speak at my first meeting, and I'm really glad that I did. And I have support. I had a tough day recently, and I ended up calling somebody from the group, and they quote unquote talked me off the ledge. I was really, really upset, and all I wanted to do was drive down the street and get a bottle of something. I don't know, maybe a can, like tall boy can of Four Loko, or a bottle of rum, whatever. It doesn't matter, but he was able to talk me off the ledge and was there for me, and that was amazing. And I plan on being the same. My phone is open, so any of these people have a problem, one phone call away, I'll be there. I'll be there at their side to get them through this. So, and that's the like I said prior. Anytime I've encountered any version of Alcoholics Anonymous on TV or in movies, it's like I said, it's very comical, goofy, or it's very scary and overwhelming, and it's really not. It's really just a great group of people that all have the same problem, and they want to help each other. Now, like I said, I'm speaking specifically about my chapter. I'm sure there's some chapters that are different. They're all over the place. That's another amazing thing about Alcoholics Anonymous. It's all over the world. There's apps where you can find different locations, meeting times, addresses, and whatnot. And there's other support groups and support systems too. And a lot of times if you go to Alcoholics Anonymous and it's not working, they'll help you find something else. Like they're willing to give you advice, tips for rehabilitation centers, people to reach out to. It's pretty unbelievable. So it's been a great 30 days to just be honest and open about it. It's been really neat. I've kind of changed because I obviously was addicted to drinking alcohol. Now it's flavored waters. Like I drink a lot of them. I do have an addictive personality, so I basically shift from one pain in the ass thing to another, but safer. Obviously, drinking flavored waters and bubbly waters and sparkling waters and stuff like that is a lot safer than drinking alcohol. Although I'm sure there's chemicals in that will eventually kill me. It's not, it's not going to put me in a ditch or kill somebody, which is good. And the other thing I noticed too is gaining weight. Like I can't get enough sweet food right now. So that's kind of a pain in the ass because I'd lost all this weight. I was in a weight loss competition a few years ago, and I lost like 50 some pounds, and I was able to keep it off. And then and then all of a sudden now, like I've put a bunch back on, and it's fucking bullshit. It's wild because I'm eating like insane amounts too. Like I'm not just eating 2 Pop-Tarts, I'm eating 8. Or one bowl of Fruity Pebbles was good, but now I'm eating 4 on top of everything else. It's funny because you'll talk to people like, why don't you just eat healthy? Why don't you just eat healthy food? It's like what I do is I eat healthy food. Don't get me wrong. I start by eating healthy food, but eventually after I've gone through all the healthy food in that sitting, then I'm going on to the bed because I'm still hungry. Before it was I would drink and drink and drink all throughout the course of the night. I'd get home. I didn't drink before or during work, but I'd get home from work, get the kids settled in, put to bed or whatever, and then I'd start drinking, and I wouldn't stop till 2, 3, sometimes 4 in the morning. Now because I don't have that, then I'm constantly sipping on something, and I was drinking low cal, low carb, so it really didn't affect my body weight. I'm eating now. I'm replacing it with sweets and snacks, and it's crazy. Like, and carby stuff too, like like bagels and cake and and ice cream. So it's wild. But I guess to wrap up this first segment, I did want to also give some other advice to non-alcoholics out there. Please don't label anybody. Don't try to tell somebody they're an alcoholic. They need to figure that out. And even alcoholics, don't tell somebody they're an alcoholic. Let them figure that out for themselves. Obviously, still be supportive. Be there to offer advice, help, even if it's driving them to their meetings. Try to understand the disease as well. Like, an amazing part of this for me too is I've started digging and I'm finding out more and more about how my brain works, how my body works. An interesting fun fact is alcohol for a non-alcoholic works like a depressant, which it is. It's a depressant. It works like a depressant because it is a depressant. For an alcoholic, it works as a stimulant. So that's why when I was drinking, I could stay up till 3, 4 in the morning. And now that I'm not drinking anymore, I'm crashing by 9 o'clock. And I feel like a fucking old man because I can't stay up late anymore. That's the other thing too. Like, it's really hard to record and do podcast stuff because I'm so tired. I'm so fucking tired. I used to, get the kids put to bed, by 10 o'clock, the house was clean, everything was quiet, and then I had hours to record while I was drunk. And I don't have that anymore, so I got to sneak in recording sessions when I can. But I'm really excited about this one. This one's cool. For the first one, I think it's going really well. I hope you all like it. Go to a meeting as a visitor. That's another thing, too. If you've ever been curious about it, you can go to a meeting. Just tell them you're a visitor. You're just there to experience it. There's no judgment there, like I said, and they always appreciate people there. If you do need to reach out, again, capaulicast@gmail.com. Anything that you send me, I promise, will keep anonymous. If you have any questions, you want to share your story. And like I said, I do plan on doing a part 2. Fingers crossed. Wish me luck. And I did make a really cool song too. So if you didn't know this, I am a musician. I'm a vocalist as well. So I do have a song that I wrote also to celebrate my 4 weeks or 30-day sobriety called Liquid Discourage. And again, you just look up Cappaulli Cast, CAPPAULLICAST. That I believe that's on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, or Cephalopod. And if you don't know about Cephalopod, check that out. A buddy of mine created that. It's an incredible podcast program that's basically is supporting indie podcasts. Try to get you a little more bang for your buck. Everybody, my name is Chris. I am an alcoholic. Have a wonderful week and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.